In this video, I'm going to be showing you the exact strategy I use to generate leads like this for local businesses who are in the detailing niche. Now, if you're a local detailer or shop owner that doesn't know how to generate leads for themselves, I'm going to show you from A to Z how to create your ad, create the offer, put the ad on or the creative on Facebook, and basically A to Z to start generating leads for your auto detailing business. Now, if you're an agency owner, this video is also valuable for you as well because I will show you how to get leads for really cheap, but they're not going to be tire kicker leads. And really what that comes down to is the offer. I'll go more into that in the video. So let's get straight into it. So before I get into Facebook Ads Manager, I want to show you a template that has worked really, really well for me. It is super simple, but has gotten results like I showed you prior. And it's super simple. White text with a red headline. White and red headline. That's all you need to do. Now you have your offer slash service up here. So, for example, we want to be doing, let's do regular detailing. Actually, we'll do mobile detailing. Super simple. So you want the headline to be your offer slash what your service is. And below that, on the bottom, the footer here, is where your local business is located. So city, let's just do Miami, for example. Miami, Florida. And that's all you need to do for this simple Canva ad. This is going to be a simple square photo that works super well, and you can get this launched pretty much in an hour or less. And for the actual picture itself, uh, what works best is having a photo of what your service and or offer is. So if we're doing mobile detailing, we have a picture of a car getting detailed at someone's house. And this one actually performs really well because people like the foam. They recognize it as like, oh, this car's getting clean. This performs really, really well. Now, what also works well uh, is you just doing the work. So if you offer window tinting, if you show a picture of you applying the tinting to the car, that works amazingly well as well. So examples that work great are the actual work being performed, before and after photos, doing ceramic coating. You can show the marred paint job of the vehicle, and then show the polished finished job, and then can also go into actually applying the coating and locking in that polish job. So you kind of have to slice. You can slice and dice this however you want. Um, and really, the name of the game with pretty much any sort of advertising is just testing different headlines, different creatives. Creatives and headlines are the two main things you need to be testing in order to find a winning ad slash offer. So, with that in mind, let's export this right here. Now, if you do want this template, I will have this available to you. I can provide it to you via Instagram. So I will link my Instagram down below. Feel free to message me on there, and I will provide the template to the the Canva template. Now, what you want to do here, if you don't know actually how to navigate Facebook, because it is always changing, it's very confusing, especially to new users, which I can understand. So we'll start this from the beginning. All right. So what you want to do is go to facebook.com, go to these 9 dots up top, scroll down to Ads Manager. You won't be seeing any of this since these are different campaigns, but what you want to do is press on Create. And since you're a local business and you're trying to get leads for your business, we want the campaign objective to be leads. So what we're going to do here is click on leads, follow through, and we'll actually do manual lead campaign. There's a few things we're going to change up here, and we don't want Facebook to completely take over on this. What I like to do is basically If there's an offer, no offer, do a hard bar, Canva, add, and then usually I'll just put the date. So it's Monday, June 17th. And I told y'all I'm going to be posting consistently. So here I am posting consistently, though no one usually watches this stuff. Totally fine. I'm more than happy to do this actually. Cool. Now that we have this set up here, you do not need to do anything else here since the campaign is already, or the campaign objective is set towards leads. You can do A/B testing here. Don't need to do that right now. And if you are going to be testing 3 different creatives or 3 different things, which I would recommend testing 3 at a time, especially if you're on a low budget, like $10 to $30 a day, I would consider that a low budget. So test no more than 3 things at a time. But if you are testing stuff, then I would recommend toggling Advantage Campaign Budget or CBO. And what this will do, basically, Facebook will see which ad is performing the best based on the data it's given and the data that it's finding, and it will allocate more ad spend or resources towards that ad, therefore driving more traffic to it, more eyeballs, and converting more. Now, if you are purely just doing a test to see which one is performing and why, then I would recommend setting the budget on the ad set level. So you would have your daily budget right here. Do $30 a day. Now, if you're I get asked this all the time, like, what do you recommend for a daily ad spend? Bear in mind, if you're going to be spending $10 a day, you're not going to be getting much results. The results are going to be slower. But if you do end up spending like $50 a day, you're going to get faster results. And with that, if you are testing stuff, you'll be able to see which one's a winning ad faster than what you would be then running $10 a day ad spend. So obviously, the more the better, but you have to know your data as far as your cost per acquisition, cost per lead, those different metrics you have to know and understand. But if you are starting off, I would recommend anything from 15 or actually 10 to $30 a day in advertising spend. So that's the advertising spend. And for the conversion metric, what we've found that works the best for local businesses is actually using instant forms. And I will show you how to create an instant form when we're on the ad level, because this is the easiest way to generate leads and actually get people's contact information for you to call them, book them on appointment, send them to a landing page. This is just really good. Make sure that is toggled. And then what you want to do is select your Facebook page. And then for the performance goal, maximize for the number of leads, because we want to be generating as many leads as possible on the front end, so we can create flow. And then once we have flow and really can't handle the amount of leads and the leads are maybe not the best quality, that's when you can add friction on the instant form or on the landing page that you end up sending people to. Which will go into conditional logic on the instant form specifically on how to set that up and why that is very powerful. Then don't touch this. If you don't know what you're doing, this will screw up your results. Dynamic creative, I usually leave off, though it is worth testing and testing different ad sets to see if one performs better than the other. Now, like I said in the earlier part of the video, the name of the game with advertising is testing, because every market is different, every industry is different. But I'm going off the basis of what works for auto detailers who are running local offers for detailing, ceramic coating, paint protection film, window tinting, vinyl wrap, all that sort of stuff. I'm showing you how to set that up for this. So let's set up the audience control. This is the the very important part, because I still see people, I still get ads from local businesses that are in Maryland, and whenever I'm in Texas, it's kind of ridiculous. So let's I'll show you how to set this up properly. So you can either type in your address, your shop's address, or your city. So for example's sake, we're going to be targeting Miami, Florida. And for local businesses especially, I recommend anything from a 7 mile to 10 mile radius. And you kind of want your audience to be around 100,000 people to 250,000 people. But if you're targeting a local market, it's easy to get in front of people, especially if you have an offer that's appealing to the masses, which people like having their car cleaned. But in this case, we're trying to target higher end people who have deeper pockets. So what we're going to do here is go into detailed targeting. Actually, I'm going to go to browse here, go to demographics, financial, income, and we'll be targeting the top 1%. Okay. So, I mean, it is Miami, so I'm not surprised that the audience size didn't decrease. um, but you want the audience size to be around 100,000 to 250,000 people. And I would recommend leaving this on. This allows Facebook to do a little bit of testing outside of what the parameters you set it to. So just leave that on. And then for the next part is for the placement. So where the actual ad is going to be shown on the platform, Facebook and Instagram, for example, because we're going to be running Facebook and Instagram ads. Go to manual placements, turn off audience network. We'll go to feeds. We want Facebook feed, Instagram feed, profile feed, that, all that off. Don't need any of that crap. Leave these on. These are good. Stories and reels. Actually, I'll leave that open for y'all so you can see. Turn this off and turn that off, to be honest. So all you need are these options right here. So make sure you have those toggled. And that's it for the ad set level. So let's get into the ad level. Now you can select your Facebook page and Instagram page here. If you don't have an Instagram page, it's totally fine. You'll just be running the ads. Actually, you can run the ads off both platforms, but for the Instagram, they won't be, if they click on your profile, they won't be directed to an Instagram profile. They'll be directed to your Facebook page, which is totally fine. And it's also good to have placements on both platforms to increase exposure and to really see what audience is resonating with your ad, or which platform your ad is resonating with your audience is a better way to put it. So what we're going to do here is going to be multi-advertiser ads. That's fine to leave on. Again, worth split testing, but we've done a lot of testing on this already. So yeah, just leave that as that. Now, for what we're going to do here is upload your ad you just created. Double click it, or actually click it, hit next. For square images like this, I would recommend doing original. And don't worry about this warning, it's fine. And I would recommend turning off this expand image because it's using artificial intelligence to make the image look shitty. So turn that off. And then for the rest of this, visual touch-ups, that's fine. Image template, that's fine. Facebook will be testing different things to see what works best. You can add music in here, and music can actually determine whether a person watches your video, if we're a video ad, or an image. Maybe they like the song or it caught their attention. So you can actually do some really cool stuff with music there. So it's definitely worth giving a shot, and I like to add a personal twist to the songs there. And honestly, I would leave these on to let Facebook test and see what works best. And so we'll mark that as done. All right, cool. So this is the actual copy of the ad itself. So let's go through this real quick, and I'll kind of break down the different sections of the copy itself. So first things first, you want to make a call out to your target audience and the area that you're servicing. So Miami car owners. That's directly speaking to people who live in Miami and own a car. So Miami car owners should know this. Don't let a dirty car ruin your look. For a limited time, we're looking to take on 13 more car owners to transform how to take on 13 more car owners to transform how they feel about their car. Getting your car detailed is not the same as taking it to a scratch and shine car wash. Here's why. You're a car and you're just talking about the benefits. So with this right here, I'm trying to create curiosity because you have to think about it in like a copywriting perspective. Each line that you create, you have to sell the next line for them to read. So what we're doing here is like, okay, like how are you going to transform my car? And like, what's this? You're only taking on 13 more people. Like, what is this? Um, so which tell them right here, getting your car detailed is not the same as taking it to the scratch and shine car wash. Now there's a little bit of humor there, and I also add some curiosity of why it's not the same. Here's why, and then you just go into the benefits of it. Your car will look shinier than ever, remain clean for much longer, protected from some sun damage by our wax coating, which we throw in there for free. Now, people love free stuff, and applying a simple wax coating could be a simple sealant, could be anything. As long as it's easy to fulfill on, just throw it in there for free. People love free stuff, and they will just take you up on that just because it's free. And this has worked great for me. And it hasn't even, though it is free, it doesn't really bring in tire kickers. These people still understand what detailing is and they understand the value in it. They just like free stuff, which who doesn't? So that's why that's in there. And then this part right here, warning, this service will make your neighbors jealous. Um, it's a little funny part for them to play a little psychological game on them, keeping up with the Joneses, making their neighbors wonder who detailed their car or how their car is so clean. Could probably build off of that right there, but that's just for another psychological twist you can add to the copy there. On top of that, I'm only servicing 13 more cars until the end of July. So adding legitimate scarcity. Don't put any fake scarcity crap out there. People can see through that. So literally say how many more people you can take on or how many more cars you can take on and put that out there. And that will create scarcity and urgency until the end of July. So whatever time frame you have, um, just create that scarcity and urgency in your copy. Now, the call to action, which is usually at the end, click learn more to see if there's still availability. So you can actually copy and paste this entire copy, which we've been able to get really good results with, um, based off of the results I showed you earlier in the video, and yeah. So this is pretty much it for that. Now to get into the actual lead form. So after people actually, oops, let me change this real quick. So we'll change this to learn more, make sure everything is congruent here. And then getting into the destination. So after people click learn more, where does it take them to the actual page? Actually, before I do that, so I'll add that right there to the actual headline. Miami car owners should know this. That'll create curiosity. Um, Again, feel free to split test everything here. I'll just do wax coating. Yeah, free car wax coating. This will pique people's interest because people like free stuff again, and it'll be in a different spot to hopefully catch their attention wherever their eyeballs land on your ad here. So that's the actual copy of the description, headline, and primary text. Let's get into the actual destination of where these people are going to. Conditional logic will be We'll be using conditional logic for this example. Now, for local businesses, you want to be optimizing for more leads, especially if you get a lot out of the money that you're putting in. Obviously, who doesn't want to do that? But if you're kind of tight on money, 100% go for more leads. You can even just run it as a pure open instant form, which don't recommend because you'll get a bunch of tire kickers and a bunch of people asking, "Who are you?" and "Why are you calling me?" So just for the actual intro here, just use the image from your ad, get your free detailing quote, and then list out some benefits that were actually in the copy or some other benefits you can add on to this form here. So just go at it from different selling points because people will actually purchase off of different selling points. Some people like a really clean car. Some people actually like having their car protected from the sun. Some people just like a good deal. Some people actually are looking for someone to detail their car and not take it through a car wash because they actually care about their stuff, care about their car, and don't want to scratch it. Just add 2 to 4 selling points here. Now for the questions, we're going to do conditional logic. Multiple choice. We'll do a multiple choice actually. So what I like to do is actually get a timeline on when they are wanting to get their vehicle taken care of. So we'll say, how soon are you wanting to get your car detailed? And then for here, I'll do a as soon as possible. And we'll do next week. Next month. And then we will do 3+ months. Now, usually if they add in or click on 3+ months, they're not really serious. They're kind of just, they're not really serious of getting their car clean. I mean, this is just a regular detail. So like, obviously people want to get their stuff clean as soon as possible, ideally. And then let's actually add in our next question here. We'll ask for their what's your car's year, make, model. And that'll go to submit form. E1 for leads. This one will close form. Actually, whoops. This one will go to the next question. That one, do that to that. And then for this one, well, this will actually be the disqualifying question. So if they select this question, it'll actually close the form to disqualify the lead. So as you can see from here, okay. As you can see from here, anyone that is wanting to get their car done within a month's time frame, we're pushing them onto an actual lead who's interested in getting their car clean. And then 3+ months from there, we're disqualifying these people from Facebook. So, and yeah, if they do qualify, they will be asked to answer this quick question: what's your car's year, make, and model? They'll answer that. Then they will be taken to this section. And then we will add in their phone number. And since you'll be actually calling these people, we actually have a script in place to actually book appointments from calling these leads and it works really well for we have scripts for ceramic coating, paint protection film, and regular details, and they convert really, really well. You'd be amazed of how easy it is to convert these people. If you are doing if you're doing this entire setup here, it's easy to get on the phone with these people and actually book them on an appointment so you can actually close them in person. Now, I'm not going to get into how to create a privacy policy. If you have a website, you should have a privacy policy. If you don't, it's pretty easy to set one up. So that's where you would actually put your link for the privacy policy. You don't have to do anything for the text here. But you do have to have that because Facebook will, or Zuckerberg will actually come after you if you don't have that. But yeah, let's go into the end page for people that are qualified and we want to get them on an appointment for free. And this actually converts really, really well. And then for the actual website, this will be to if you have a website and a booking page, that's where you would direct them. That's a whole nother video on how to actually optimize your booking page, which will be a future video for sure. So the call to action will just be book an appointment, and yeah, that's all you need to do for this setup. I'm not going to create this form because I already have plenty, but this is exactly how I would set it up. So I'm going to close this, and that's it. And as far as the tracking goes, if you know how to set up a Facebook pixel and have Facebook conversion APIs being sent from a CRM, so data can be sent back to Facebook, and they can really optimize to this person booking an appointment. They actually closed. We're going to optimize for people with these demographics, these interest levels. So the more data that Facebook has, it's going to perform better. Your ads are going to perform better, but you don't really need to do this. Once everything is all set up, you have the campaign, the ad set, and ad ready to go. All you would do is press publish, and the lead flow will start coming in. And that is pretty much it to creating the actual ad creative itself, from A to Z, to creating the campaign, the ad set, and ad setup. So if you found this video valuable, I'd greatly appreciate you subscribing and be expecting more valuable content like this in the future. Everything business related, generating leads, nurturing those leads, sales, marketing, absolutely everything. Just documenting my entire process and journey for you guys. And it's also for me so I can reference back 10 years from now what I've learned so far. And by then, I will probably think I'm an idiot for what I'm talking about now, because I definitely think my 12-year-old self was a goofball growing up. So, but yeah, that's why I make these videos. So if you found them valuable, please subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And if you want this template right here, I will link my Instagram down below. Feel free to direct message me on Instagram. I'll happily give this template to you. So hopefully you found this valuable. I will see you guys in the next one.